All right, everyone. So we are in the home stretch. It is our last day to work on this project. Obviously, we can see I've got more work to do. I'm going to be doing a time-lapse video so that you can watch me working. But before I do that, I do want to remind you how to work with your compressed and your vine charcoal. You can see I work with small pieces still. A little goes a long way, right? Now, when you are working with your compressed and your vine charcoal, because right now, right, I'm still with vine, all of this will just wipe away, okay? Some of us find that really frustrating, and that's all right. It's part of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my compressed and I'm going to find my darkest darks, okay? And I'm going to start by kind of going over in small circles, little circles. All right. Tiny, tiny circles. I'm going to create that dark spot, and you can see it kind of stands out really low. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to take my vine charcoal. And I'm going to go over my compressed in more circles, okay? And I'm going to use it to blend my compressed out. I can push it, I can pull it, I can kind of move it. If I don't want to move in circles, I can move it across the page. And that's how I work with my compressed, okay? Now I can use it to cover really big areas, make big commitments, right, to my piece. If I'm not working in tiny circles, I can work by really carving out space. But then I do want to bring in that circular gesture, because what the circles do, right, is it's working the grit of the compressed charcoal into the surface of the paper. When you work with your chamois and you're working over your compressed charcoal, right? Right now there's a lot of powder on this surface. I don't know if you, it's hard to see it, but if I I'm tempted to blow on it and then let it go all over the carpet because I'm a monster, but I can take my chamois even, which is still really dirty because I want to keep charcoal on my surface, and I can press my compressed into the surface of my paper. Okay? I want to work over it again with my vine, really working the circles. Okay? Always tiny circles, always working into my paper. All right? That's how I get those gradients. That's how I blend out these dark darks. Now, when you first start adding in your darkest darks, it's going to become really noticeable right away, right? You're just going to have one point of it, and that's going to be your dive in. So you got to be sure that you're taking that compressed charcoal and you're moving it around your drawing, right? You need to find more than one dark dark, okay? You need to be able to push it around your painting. Did I say painting? Around your drawing. Because if you just have one part, it's going to be where our eye goes, but it's not going to go anywhere else. Okay? So that's why it needs to be a back and forth. And every time I put down my compressed, if I want it to blend out, I'm taking my vine and I'm working it in circles over it again, okay? I can use my finger. And you can see how much this charcoal spreads, right? Look at that. It starts at this small spot back here, right? It blends and blends and blends. Okay? That's why you're going to also want to make sure that you still have your erasers out, because once that compressed is out, it's going to be hard to start erasing. So you're going to need to really kind of work to create some of those kind of wrinkles, maybe in your fabric. I know, like, we've talked about how it doesn't feel like fabric or if it's not feeling realistic, kind of what we're doing, things like that, right? And the pattern of my fabric, if you've got pattern or if you've got folds, you can see it's affected by the light. I've got dark circles in the shadows. I've got light circles in the light. We're just going to keep playing with that, okay? So that's what you're going to do. And you're going to just continue to move this charcoal around the surface. You're going to find all of these little layers. You're going to put in all the frosting, all the final details, things like that are going to start happening, okay? So I'm going to get ready to shift over into time-lapse mode. All right. Good luck.